So, moving on to our next story, back to anime news, we're talking about Attack on Titan, Shingeki no Kyojin. Apparently, it is entering its final arc. Tristan, what's going on here?
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. Tristan, what's happening? We just got into Attack on...
It's a grim reminder, that's what's happening, man.
It's a grim reminder that manga ends. No, because here's the thing, Tristan. And you guys might know this if you've been watching other reviews on Those Guys on the Radio YouTube channel, or going to our Blog Talk Radio account, blogtalkradio.com/Those Guys on the Radio, or even on iTunes, searching up Those Guys on iTunes. You've seen our podcast and what reviews that we do for Anna Saturday. We didn't start Attack on Titan when it first came out in like 2013. Like, it took us a while to get to that. Granted, we weren't podcasting in 2013, but still, it took us a while to get to that. And when we did, it was around the time Season 2 was coming out, and then we did Season 2. Now I'm doing parts of Season 3 on Anna Station, but I will be getting Tristan on another episode of Anna Saturday to actually review Attack on Titan Season 3. But what I'm getting at here, though, Tristan, is the manga started in 2011. So yes, it has been 7 years. We're getting older. A year closer to death. Anyway, sorry, I'm just trying to be super positive. A year closer to death. So, but... in 2014, Isayama, the creator, the author, and the writer, I say author and writer, the artist and the writer, in 2014 he said that the manga will quote-unquote end in about 3 years. And apparently, the official Twitter account for MBS's Jonetsu Tairiku documentary program revealed on Sunday that Isayama's Attack on Titan manga is entering its final arc. Now, here's what I find interesting about this, Tristan, and tell me if you agree or disagree. The author for Gintama said that as well. And I'm not calling him or Isayama a liar. What I'm saying is that... No, but I'm being serious here, Tristan. What I'm saying is, when someone says, oh, this manga is entering its final arc, that doesn't mean that it's ending in 4 months, like 13 episodes.
True. Yeah.
It means that it's entering its final arc, which could actually last another 3 years. Or something like that. So do you think, even putting aside Isayama's... his hiatuses and stuff like that, do you think that him saying, oh, it's entering its final arc means it's another year final arc, or it's another, like, 2 to 3 years? Even if he's consistent.
Yeah.
Which do you think?
I guess it would depend. I would say probably in another year or two it would be wrapped up, unless another hiatus comes down the pipe.
Yeah, because he stated in 2014, the serialization is slated to end in... Well, actually, I'm sorry, the editor. So this is Isayama's editor, Shintaro Kuwakubo. That threw me off for some reason, because I was like, Tite Kubo! No, Kuwakubo. Shintaro Kuwakubo said in 2014, he also had said, this serialization is slated to end in 3 to 4 years. So, we're in 2018 right now. That's, going into 2019. But again... I don't know what that... Because if it was slated to end, I mean, you could argue because of Isayama's hiatuses, maybe that's why it didn't end in 2018, and it might end in 2019 or 2020, perhaps?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just interesting to see that he's so focused on this, because I'm not trying to put down other creators, because all of you guys know like what manga and anime that we like from the reviews that we've done. But you all, and some of you guys, long-time listeners, some long-time watchers, know what anime we loved when we were kids. So something like Dragon Ball Z, or something like Yu Yu Hakusho. And it's interesting to see how the popularity has not seemed to, at least from what I've, because I haven't read all of Attack on Titan, so I'm not caught up. I'm only caught up with the anime. And Tristan, you're not caught up with Season 3, right?
No, I haven't yet.
But still... it is interesting that in my opinion, it seems like he's focused, where it didn't seem like the idea that it's a huge manga end up making him make another arc because of how large the manga is. Not that he's going to prematurely cancel it either, but you look at someone, and this is someone that I love, like Akira Toriyama, and it did seem like, due to its popularity, things kept on coming up.
Yeah.
Where it could have ended, not at Dragon Ball, but it could have ended at Frieza.
There were multiple times that Akira Toriyama wanted to kind of wrap up the series, and he was persuaded to keep going.
Yes. So yeah, I mean, because we have...
a manga creator.
It's definitely not. And so, because it happened...
Especially since Attack on Titan has been so damn popular.
Yeah, no, so, yeah, but you would think that he would be doing this even longer, because, not that I'm saying anything against him, like, 7 years is too short of a time, but it's also because he's taken hiatuses as well. So it's interesting to see such a huge manga, or even a bigger anime, I would argue, than the manga. Such a large fandom, and so many people loving this across, not even just the US or Japan, across the world. It's interesting to see that he's going, yeah, no, man, it's going to end in the next year or so.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot to keep up with, and I mean, hey, if he is satisfied with where the story is going and how he wants to wrap it up, then sure.
Yeah, no, I'd rather this than it getting canceled or elongated just for us. Believe me, I don't want that. I'm just saying that it's interesting because usually you would see something like that happening. And to me, even though I do feel weird about this current arc in the anime with the war and everything, I do feel weird about it. But at the same time, I think he still wanted to make it a manga with that in it. Maybe he did become persuaded to add that into Attack on Titan instead of doing that separately in a separate war manga or something. In the same way that, like, Toriyama started off doing a mystical adventure and was like, how about sci-fi? You know? Kind of twisted that in a way. So, I don't know. It's so strange to me because, again, you look at a lot of long-running series and you think about how many volumes they are. Granted, there's 23 volumes. So that's a lot, to be fair. But you look at something like One Piece, where I'm not saying a manga should go on for that long, but it's in, what, the 80s now? Volume-wise.
Yes, I believe so.
Is it going to be in the 90s anytime soon, or is it the 80s? Like early 80s?
I believe it was like 83, 84. I could be wrong.
Okay. By the way, I would like to mention to everybody, I know stuff that happens due to, like, online spoilers or playing Japanese games, but I want to note to everyone, and you too, Tristan, I have 11 volumes of the manga. I have 11 volumes of a manga that's at 83. I'm going to have to get a new wing to the apartment if I want to just get One Piece. Like, dude.
Yeah.
That's a lot. You've seen my apartment, Tristan. That's a lot. But still, it is, I don't know, I'm not saying it's too little, because again, compared to 83, I think 23 is just fine. But I don't know, does it seem like, maybe it's because we're just jumping into this rather late, does it seem like it's too soon?
No, I don't think it would be a shock if it came to a close now.
Okay. So it's just me. Because it feels like because we just jumped in, it's like, it's already over, even though we're probably going to get up to like 6 seasons of an anime.
Right.
By the way, that's probably why they probably talked to Isayama, and he's like, nah, bruh, this is going to end real soon. And they were like, all right, season 2, and then season 3, and then, like, they're just pumping these out, because they're just like, there's an end in sight. So that's good.
Yeah.
You know, we can actually do these once a year, although season 3 does have this weird gap. Like, half of the season, one half of the year, the other half, the second half of the year. But if they continue with that trend so that then 6 months later season 4 comes out, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
So, I do think we're going to probably get, like, 5 to 6 seasons of the anime. Because I'm looking at how many, like, what the anime has adapted, where they are, and it seems as if, with what volume I'm on right now, comparing that to the anime, they have a decent chunk to go.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So then your take on it is, it's just fine. It's been a long time, Attack on Titan's been around for a while, you're like, yeah, it can end, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, I agree. I'm just saying that because we're new fans, it seems like it's soon.
Right.
Also because, at least in the US, we've only gotten 2 games out on the PS4.
Yeah.
So it seems...
I mean, you never really want to see, like, your favorite series come to an end, really.
Yeah.
But I feel like, at this point, my biggest thing is I don't want him to feel pressured to continue on if he doesn't have more of a story to write, because that's...
Yeah.
Because huge way to burn yourself out and really
And then
a lot of stress that no one needs, you know?
and then he'd be on hiatus again, and it'd be like, great,
Right.
great. So no, I agree with you 100%. I also should mention the newest volume in the U.S. came out July 3rd, and that's issue or volume 25.
Yeah.
So we've gotten to 25 volumes already. We're fine. If I started buying Attack on Titan volumes, because I'm borrowing them from people, I actually had to buy these. That would be a lot on my shelf too. Because I'm looking around at my shelves and I'm like, people can see the shot behind me because, you know, we talked about the issue in the living room. They're like, that is a lot of manga. It is. So so I have to be very picky with what I buy. I have to think about what I'm finishing versus what I'm collecting, like, ongoing.
Yeah.
You know? That's why I feel weird about One Piece, and in this case Attack on Titan, but I would have no problem finishing Shaman King, which is out of print, so I probably should do that soon. But still, either way, I want to hear what you guys have to say down below. Do you think Attack on Titan is ending too soon? Do you think it's been long enough? You're good? You want it to end, wrap up? You don't want any more hiatuses? Or maybe you're thinking, hey, maybe you're like us. You jumped in recently and you're like, oh, wow, that's ending already. Damn. Steady stream of Attack on Titan anime seasons. That's also nice too, you know? So either way, would love to hear what you guys have to think in the comment section down below.